Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of volume. This is standard 8.7a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 17 off the 2016 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got a ball that's shaped like a sphere. That's going to be big for us. Radius of 2.7 centimeters. That's the only measurement we get. We need to find the measurement that's closest to, so it looks like we're going to round to the nearest hundredths place because all of our answers go to the 2 decimal places. We need to find the closest measurement of the volume of this ball in cubic centimeters. All right, so if we are going to draw a ball here, obviously, kind of drawing a 3D ball is kind of difficult, but typically it kind of looks like this, and you kind of try to make it look like it's got a little bit of depth. We only have one measurement, and that's the radius, and so we're going to kind of draw the center there, and that's all we need. We need 2.7 cm. You can get a whole volume, which is like the the area inside, right? The three-dimensional cubes that we would put in there. Obviously, they're going to put parts of cubes in there if we're going to put it in a sphere shape. We need to know what is the formula for the volume of a sphere. So volume is something that we do a lot of in 8th grade, but we're way past the volume of a rectangular prism. That's what we learned in 5th grade. We deal with volume of a sphere and volume of cylinders, pyramids, cones. So the volume of a sphere has a very specific formula, and if you forget it, always look in your mathematics chart because this is definitely one that's on there. So it is 4/3, I know, random improper fraction, pi r cubed. Now, make sure we cube it rather than just square it. Typically what we'll do is we'll square it, but that's more for area. That's for a 2-dimensional shape. This is 3 dimensions, so we're going to need to cube this. So all we need to do is we need to just kind of plug in our variable. So r is 2.7. 2.7 cubed. Now, we need to use our order of operations. Might not have had to do this in a while. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Simply because that parentheses doesn't do anything, that's just separating it. But we do have an exponent. We need to make sure we do 2.7. So really what this means here, and let's just make sure we understand, this is not 2.7 times 3. This is 2.7 times itself, 3 times. So 2.7 times 2.7 times 2.7. So if we really wanted to, we could do that by hand, but that would get kind of tedious. So let's just go ahead and use the calculator, which is available to us. And so we're going to get, and let me rewrite it here. And so I'm going to put volume equals 4/3 pi. And then really this is 19.683. Now eventually we'll drop it down to just 2 decimals, but that's what this is right here. And so we've got pi. Most calculators actually have pi as a symbol. We could use that. If not, we can say that pi is approximately 3.14. But if you've got the symbol, go ahead and use it. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply 4/3 times pi. And if we do that, what we're going to get here is about 4.18879 going times that 19.683. So I just took these two, kind of did it down here. All I got to do is multiply those two. And if you put that all together, you're going to get 82.4479576. Goes on and on and on. We just need the first 2 digits. That 7 makes that go up here. So we're going to make that 82.45D.